na pag sinabi kong pakukulong kita, Mr. Witness, pag nagsinungaling ka under oath, then it's actually not a threat. It's a legal, I'm just telling you the law, di ba? Pero pag sinabi kong pag hindi ka sumunod sa akin, ano yung kita. So, that's my last question lang. So, how did you characterize that? It wasn't a conditional in your mind? Because may kinausap na?
Even with or without, sir, it's still considered a threat as long as the
I have no doubt there. I'm just asking, is it a conditional threat?
Nako, nawawasak, nabubuwag ho yung pinractice nila.
based on our affidavit, sir, I believe it's conditional. So itself, sir, is publicly available. That's why I performed the recording, sir.
Opo. Pakisagot na lang po, mahal na saksi, kung nakuha niyo po ba yung original. Yung original, hindi po yung galing sa internet.
The original, no, sir.
Napaamin. Palapakan natin ito si Sen Robin, masama ang tingin ito si Baklita, oh.
Amang po, maraming salamat po.
Part 3, sa day 3 ho, sa first week ng impeachment nitong si Vice President Sara Duterte dyan sa Senado. Wala ho tayo maraming pag-uusapan dito sa video na to. Pangisi-ngisi ho itong suboy, oh. Hindi ho siya suminghot ngayon kaya walang tumutulo sa kanyang ilong, no. Ito, rekta na ho tayo sa pagpapatuloy ng hearing ng impeachment trial dyan sa Senado. Game.
Okay lang. Senator Judge Cayetano?
Thank you. Yeah, and just to clarify, the 2 minutes is the question, not including
Yes,
the
yes, of
answer.
course.
No?
You have 2 minutes if you want to
if
start
they-
with asking questions.
Yes, if they ask to repeat the question, please don't count that. No, 2 minutes is long
We will-
with short questions, but many of us want to get to the bottom of it, end up only asking 1 or 2 questions. So just a little bit
We
liberality.
will be lenient,
Yes, thank you.
Senator Judge
Thank you
Alan
very much.
Cayetano. You
Appreciate
may
it.
proceed, sir. You have 2 minutes.
A question for the witness, and maybe to put all of us in check, I don't mind if any of the counsel says na medyo hindi maayos yung question. I mean, given what happened yesterday and today, and there are questions that could prejudice the case either way. As long as we call each other out respectfully, to the both counsels, you cannot correct a senator judge, but I don't mind if you think it prejudices. That's your duty to your client.
Yes, sir.
So this isn't the start of the 2 minutes yet. Sa magandang hapon, Mr. Witness.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Medyo mahaba na yung pag-upo mo dyan, but allow me a few questions. No? Yung circumstance lang, so paano nagsimula yung investigasyon na na-involve ka? Were you from the start o hindi? At written instructions ba to? O sinabi, oy, may investigasyon tayo. Just konting clarity, paano na-umpisa yung specific investigation? And was it based on the November 3 video? Tama ba?
November 23, Your Honor.
Okay.
It all started, I received a phone call, sir, from my executive officer that there is a video wherein there is a statement given by the Vice President, which is classified as threat, and I was tasked and assigned to investigate the case, sir.
Okay. So basically, ganun yung pagkasabi na I'm tasking you to look at the video, investigate.
Yes, Your Honor.
Were you working alone or with a group?
With a group, Your Honor.
NBI group.
Yes, Your Honor.
And was this, is there an interagency also or just purely NBI?
Don't have personal knowledge. Maybe our chief, sir, has the
Okay.
knowledge on that, sir.
Yes. No, that's all I asked for naman, yung personal knowledge.
Yes, Your Honor.
So pakiulit mo yung sinabing, how exactly sinabi sa'yo na tignan mo yung video, imbestigahan mo, or may statement? So,
To be specific, sir, as far as I remember, may statement si Vice President regarding the November 23 press conference na kung saan may pagbabanta na naganap,
Okay.
pakiimbestigahan.
pakiimbestigahan. So ganun ka-general. May
Yes po.
pagbabantang naganap, pakiimbestigahan.
Yes po.
And you proceeded by watching the video.
Yes, Your Honor.
And when you watched the video, you got to the part na may pagbabanta.
No, Your Honor, I first don't know which part of that.
So you watched the whole video, of course.
First, the clippings, Your Honor.
Okay.
Then I look for the whole video, Your Honor.
Then you watched the whole video.
Yes, Your Honor.
And thank you for your honesty. So after the clipping, tapos the whole video, what did you do next? You reported or you made your recommendations? I don't understand the process lang kasi.
Upon identifying the whole video, I informed my executive officer that I identified the video, Your Honor.
And then yung sinabi mo yesterday, then you started looking for patterns. That's why you looked at yung dating mga video ni Vice President.
Yes, Your Honor.
So you started investigating the threat against the President, the First Lady, and the former Speaker of the House.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you investigate the threat against the Vice President?
We tried, Your Honor.
How did you try?
It is included in our letter to the Vice President, Your Honor. That's why we were inviting her to proceed to our office to investigate the threats to her life, Your Honor.
How about the vlogger who asked her about Oplan or whatever they call that Romanov? Did you invite them?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did they testify?
The Princess Maui did not appear, Your Honor.
Did not appear. Did you also look for previous videos that are threatening to the Vice President?
We look on the Romanov part, Your Honor.
Okay.
But we identify a different person who first mentioned the Romanov, Your Honor.
Did you coordinate with the PSG?
I have no personal knowledge, Your Honor.
You yourself?
Yes, Your Honor. Maybe our chief, Your Honor.
Yeah. But you are aware that the primary responsibility of protecting both the President and the Vice President is the PSG.
Yes, Your Honor.
So isn't it fair to say that any investigation against a threat to the first family, the President or the Vice President, you would normally ask the PSG if they received any threat?
I have no personal knowledge, Your Honor.
No, I'm asking, hindi ba normal sa investigation kung sino yung primary agency na taga-protekta na lumalaban dun sa threat ay tatanungin natin?
Yes, Your Honor.
So bakit hindi tinanong ng NBI ang PSG? Or in your case, why didn't you ask the PSG?
Nako.
Maybe it can be answered by
na-corner
the chief,
na.
Your Honor.
Sinasabi ko eh.
I will ask your chief also. I'm asking you, when they said, look at this, you looked at other videos, you tried to get Princess Maui, you tried to get the Vice President, but you didn't contact the PSG for the First Lady, for the President, and for all you know, the PSG will tell you right there and there, the threat is real, or the PSG will say, politika lang yan. Diba? Both the Vice President and the President are protected by the PSG. So why wasn't so nakalimutan lang or wala sa procedure nyo or
Your Honor, there is already a statement from the National Security Council, Your Honor, that it is an active threat, Your Honor. That's why we start investigation.
yes, and the primary group that will know if it's an active threat is the PSG. So if this was the United States, it will be the Secret Service. So whether the FBI or the CIA, state troopers, the federal marshals, kung sino man mag-iimbestiga, parati nilang tatanungin yung Secret Service. So I'm just curious why we did not ask the PSG input.
Kindly
Baka-
wind up, Senator Cayetano. Senator
Okay.
Judge Cayetano.
So my last question is, how did you characterize the threat of the Vice President to the President? Given that ang exact words niya, huwag kang mag-alala ma'am sa security ko kasi may kinausap na akong tao, sinabi ko sa kanya, kapag pinatay ako. So that would be fair to you and not vague, no? Did that phrase, kapag pinatay ako, have any bearing in your investigation?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what was that bearing or thoughts in your mind?
First of all po, dun sa statement, may nakausap na po. It already took place before pa yung mangyari yung meeting. And nung
Excuse me,
condition,
I'm not talking about yung may kinausap
Apo.
na para pumatay. Ang sinasabi ko yung sinabi niya na pag pinatay ako.
yes, Your Honor.
How did that affect your investigation?
There is a condition na kapag pinatay siya. But as we can see, it's only applicable if there is only two parties.
Yun.
The
Nako,
statement
yan yung
make
sinasabi
a
ko.
loophole wherein a third party
Oh.
can use that na kapag namatay si BP, ma-execute niya yun, yung statement ni BP na may nakausap na siya without the participation of the one mentioned, the President, the First Lady, and the Speaker of the House, Your Honor.
That's fair. But what I'm saying is that in your reports, did you characterize it as a conditional threat? Kasi kung hindi naman siya pinatay, the logical implication is that there's no threat against the... So I'm not saying it's not illegal, immoral to contract a killer. Ha? I'm just trying to follow the logic na pag sinabi kong pakukulong kita, Mr. Witness, pag nagsinungaling ka under oath, then it's actually not a threat. It's a legal... I'm just telling you the law, di ba? Pero pag sinabi kong pag hindi ka sumunod sa akin, ano yung kita. So that's my last question lang. So how did you characterize that? It wasn't a conditional in your mind because may kinausap na?
Even with or without, sir, it's still considered a threat as long as the
I have no doubt there. I'm just asking, is it a conditional threat?
Nako, nawawasak, nabubuwag ho yung pinractice nila.
based on our affidavit, sir, I believe it's conditional, which
Based in your affidavit. But your initial assessment,
Yari.
yung personal mo as an investigator, this is an investigation of the whole NBI, but yung personal mo.
the threat is absolute, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Judge Cayetano.
Your
We
Honor.
now proceed. Senator Judge Padilla is recognized.
Maraming salamat po.
Thereafter, Senator Judge Zubiri.
Maraming
Senator
salamat
Judge
po.
Padilla, you have 2 minutes.
Opo. Nais ko lamang po magtanong sa ating saksi. Ginoong saksi, kanina po kasi habang nagkakaroon ng pagdinig, ako po'y laging iistorbo dahil tuwing may itatanong, mag-o-object, medyo magulo po eh. Pwede po bang sagutin po ninyo ako dahil noong
Babatuwa ka pagka hindi, sabi mo siya.
Noong February 5, ang sabi po dito ay insufficient po yung na hindi dapat makarating na sa preliminary investigation. Tama po ba? February 5 po yon.
May certification, sir. Yes po.
Opo. Tapos nung February 14, naging sufficient na for conduct of preliminary investigation. Nasagot po ba yung 7 na sinabi dito na para, ang sinasabi po kasi dito nung February 5, merong 7 na kulang.
I believe so, sir. That's why we have received a certification, sir.
Ayun. Kasi po, parang narinig ko kanina, hindi po naibigay yung original copy nung sinagawang interview kay Vice President Sara Duterte. Yung original po na kopya, kung sino po yung nag-record. Wala po kayong affidavit? Meron po ba kayong affidavit na nakuha nyo?
Yes, sir. Ako po yung ang inire-request po ng DOJ dyan is affidavit po nung nag-screen record, which is my affidavit, Your Honor.
Meron po siyang affidavit?
Ako, sir. Ako po yung nag-execute, sir. Kasi
Hindi
ang-
po yung mismong tao.
Yes po. Ang hinihingi po kasi ni
Screen record lang,
DOJ
screen
is
record.
kung sino
oh.
yung nag-screen record through
Screen record.
OBS, sir.
Halimbawa ako, yung screen record ko tapos sinertifikan ko yun, okay lang. Kahit na wala na yung original na publisher o kung ano, hindi. Basta, itong NBI, sinertifikan niya, ako ang nag-screen record yan, okay na siya DOJ.
Hindi po yung mismong tao.
Yes, Your Honor.
Kayo lang po yung nag-affidavit.
Yes, Your Honor.
Pero meron po kayong ng pagkakataon ba na nakausap niyo yung tao at nagbigay siya ng affidavit?
May I clarify, Your Honor, if sinong tao yung tinutukoy?
Yung nag-record po.
Ako po yung nag-record through OBS, sir.
Original nag-record, tatanga-tanga naman ito. Paano ka naging forensic? Simple tanong. Yung original na nag-broadcast, yan.
Po, yung mismong nag-record po kay Inday sa Vice President.
Oh.
Nakausap niyo po ba? Yung raw file po. Kasi napakahalaga po nun. Kasi doon po natin malalaman kung original ba o hindi.
The video itself, sir, is publicly available. That's why I performed the recording, sir.
Opo. Pakisagot na lang po, mahal na saksi, kung nakuha niyo po ba yung original. Yung original, hindi po yung galing sa internet.
The original, no, sir.
Naku, yari, napaamin. Palapakan natin ito si Sen Robin, masama ang tingin ito si Baklita, oh.
Amang po, maraming salamat po.
Salamat, Sen.
Thank you, Senator Judge Padilla. Senator
Judge Padilla.
Judge Zubiri, you are recognized, sir. You have 2 minutes.
Maraming salamat.
Sa tanong ho kasi makikita na natin kung sino yung boboto dito sa particular na article na to ng ang tawag dito ng guilty o acquit, no?
To our presiding officer. Magandang hapon po, Sir Witness.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. Gusto ko lang
Tropa mo yan,
magtanong, clarificatory questions lang po ito. Dito ba sa ating bansa, dahil tinatanong ko po ito sa inyo, dahil kayo po investigating body, sa ating bansa, meron bang specific law pagdating sa mga banta sa Pangulo, Pangalawang Pangulo at kanyang mga successors? Or yan ba'y pasok lang sa grave threats, which is applied sa lahat? Applicable sa lahat ng tao?
Based on my personal knowledge, sir, it's only on the grave threat, Your Honor.
Which is applied to everyone, if I'm not mistaken. No? Kasi sa batas sa Amerika, sa Estados Unidos, meron po tinatawag na number 18 under the United States Code, Section 871. There is a specific law na pinagbabawal po itong mga threats to the President, Vice President, and its successors. May jail time po ito at may fine na malaki. As a matter of fact, dito sa panahon ni Pangulong
Huwag mo nang ibida. Huwag mo nang ibida yung sa Amerika. Kung hindi naman pala applicable sa atin, huwag mo nang ibida.
Trump, marami na po silang kinasuhan at hinabla at napasok sa kulungan dahil sa paglabag nitong batas na ito. At Secret Service po ang sumasagawa ng investigasyon. Sa atin ba dito, ang NBI ba ang nabigyan po ng kapangyarihan para gawin itong investigasyon under your new NBI code?
Under our law, sir, the new NBA law, included po yung investigation to the threats to the life of the President, the Vice President, the Speaker, the Senate President, and the Supreme Court, sir.
So, klaro na kayo, nasa kapangyarihan ninyo. Kasi hindi pwede sa Presidential Security Group. Hindi katulad sa Estados Unidos, yung Secret Service ang talagang nanguhuli at nag-imbestiga. Sa atin dito sa Pilipinas, ang NBI po ang nangunguna sa investigasyon. Tama po ba yan o mali?
It is within our law, sir.
Okay. And this is just food for thought because not only are we senator judges, we're also legislators. It may be time that we also craft a law that will be specific on threats made to the President, Vice President, and its successors, meaning the Senate President, the Speaker of the House, and the Supreme Court Chief Justice. Sa Amerika kasi, sa batas po nila, and I'll just wrap up, the defendant, to secure conviction, the defendant communicated a threat. The defendant understood and intended the statement as a true threat. Hindi po niya sinabi joke only in the end. And pangatlo, the defendant knowingly and willfully makes the threat. So just food for thought as legislators as well. So maraming salamat po, Mr. President.
Thank you, Senator Judge Zubiri. We now proceed to where we left off. I believe that was the redirect of the counsel for the prosecutor. Just out of curiosity, without any pressure, because I promised I would declare a break somewhere in between, depending on how long your director and recross would be, I can call the break after the recross and the statement of the counsel for respondent, so that we break on a good point before we call on the last witness for today. Yes, counsel for the prosecutors.
As to the question, if the prosecution will do the direct examination,
The redirect. Kung mahaba-haba
sorry,
pa
the
yung
redirect examination after the cross-examination of the defense, the prosecution decides not to conduct a redirect, Your Honor, please.
Thank you, counsel for the prosecutor. Counsel for the respondent, do you want to begin to utilize your time now?
Your Honor, I will turn over the mic to my co-counsel. He will also be the cross-examiner for the next witness.
But Your Honor, please, sorry, may I make a manifestation, Your Honor, please?
Hindi, manifest lang.
we
Manifest lang ng manifest.
proceed, Your Honor.
Mabilis magsalita itong abogado na to. Yung sa atin medyo kumbaga magaling naman si Attorney CJ, no? Pero base sa ating nakikita talagang pukpukan ng laban nilang dalawa nito si Boy Singh Ho.
Please. A manifestation as to the
In
statement.
connection with what, counsel for the prosecutors?
As to the manifestation earlier that all the documents that were confronted, that were
Yes, yes.
presented to the witness, I believe that the defense said that all those exhibits were pre-marked. But based on our records, Your Honor, please, and then I hope the defense will clarify this for the record. We perused the documents and we don't see that the articles of partnership and the screenshots of the websites that were presented earlier, based on our tally, based on our records, these were not pre-marked, contrary to what the defense manifested. So we would like to seek clarification from the defense.
That is correct, Your Honor. Those 3 documents were not
Noted
pre-marked.
and entered into the records.
Thank you so much.
Given that there is no redirect and recross, counsel, can you state for the record your name?
Good afternoon, Your Honors. I am Mark Sivin Luan for the Vice President.
Sir, you're aware of the situation. Time was given to the counsel for the prosecutors to make a discussion about whether or not Article 4, the acts alleged in Article 4 constitute an impeachable offense. You have the same time of 4 minutes and 26 minutes, which were around. Before I allow you to continue, kawawa naman si Mr. Calilong. Mr. Witness, Mr. Calilong, Senator Judge Lacson, before we excuse. Senator Judge Soto is recognized.
So,
Sir,
ito ang dalawa. Ito
What is your pleasure, sir?
school bukol.
Mr. President, Mr. Presiding Officer, are we going to dispense with the witness already?
unless you have questions, I believe Senator Lacson has questions to the witness. So not yet.
Well, it's a simple question. The
gentleman may proceed.
Thank you very much. You're familiar with the internet, of course.
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you noticed that lately all the AI-generated videos have a caption saying AI-generated?
Yes, Your Honor.
Kaya pag walang nakalagay na AI-generated, siguradong hindi AI-generated?
Yes, Your
exact.
Honor. Today, Your Honor.
Yes, lately, no?
Lately, Your Honor.
Lahat nakalagay. Pag AI-generated, nakalagay AI-generated and Meta does not allow it. Right?
They allowed it, but there is a AI info part.
Correct.
On
Let's
the
say
post.
there is a manifestation.
Yes,
that
Your
it's
Honor. It is
AI-generated.
explicitly mentioned that AI.
So you're aware of that.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. That's it.
Senator Judge Lacson, you likewise have 2 minutes, sir. You may proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer, Mr. Senate President. I have questions para sa ating testigo. Since you are presented here as an expert witness, alam nyo, nagkusort din ako sa digital forensics expert para lang makonvince sarili ko. No, my first question is, in this day and age of artificial intelligence, no, will you agree with me na it is almost impossible to distinguish an AI-generated video from the original?
It
Almost
is-
impossible.
Yes, Your Honor. It is hard, Your Honor.
Yeah, very hard, di ba? Very difficult. So kasi ito, impeachment trial, ano? Kasi sa court, ginagamit talaga yung expert testimony ng digital or computer forensics expert. Now, you may or may not answer this question kung classified, ano? Gusto ko lang malaman, ano ba yung digital forensic tools na ginagamit din sa NBI?
Currently, I'm not familiar. But during the time na nandun po ako sa Digital Forensic Laboratory Division, meron kaming NCase Forensic, Celebrite, and Amped Authenticate, sir. Amped Authenticate, sir.
Ang balita ko, yung AMP5 or AMP Authenticate, di ba?
Amped Authenticate, sir.
Ito yung ginagamit ninyo. Ito, capable ito na magsagawa ng reverse image, a photo or video, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Ito ba yung ginamit mo?
For this part, Your Honor, the OBS only, Your Honor.
Bakit hindi nyo ginamit ito?
The duration is too large, Your Honor, the 2 hours. And the Amped Authenticate can only detect if there is a inconsistent FPS, Your Honor.
Yeah, kaya ako tinanong yon dahil una-una maraming para mag-adhere na magamit sa korte, no? Likewise sa impeachment court. May mga requirements, di ba? Sinabi mo kasi meron kayong open source, di ba?
Yes,
Pero
Your Honor.
ang pinaka-importante yung chain of custody, of course, yung provenance,
Yes, Your Honor.
yung original na pinanggalingan.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ang sabi mo, pinanggalingan lang Facebook.
The Facebook was captured, Your Honor.
So, hindi yun ang original, di ba?
The screen recording is the original itself as to my authentication, sir.
Yeah, and you can attest sa authenticity ng video
Yes, Your Honor.
in spite of not being or not having originated from the original.
Yes, Your Honor. I compared the recorded with the original and ensured that the contents are identical, Your Honor.
Kasi nabanggit mo rin, ginamit mo yung manual comparison simultaneously ng dalawang videos.
Yes, Your Honor.
Pero again, I will insist na talagang hindi reliable yung manual. Ito yung sinabi sa akin ng digital forensics expert na nakausap ko, no? Ang pinaka mas importante, makuha mo yung original copy, yun nga, yung provenance, di ba? Para talagang, tapos masundan mo yung sa analysis, gagamitan mo ng tools para malaman mo na talagang authentic yung video. Of course,
Hindi ginawa yun ng expert. Parang di naman ata siya expert eh. Aping, mas expert ka pa dyan.
I'm not here to question the authenticity. I just want to be assured. Dahil sabi ko nga kanina, pagka sa artificial intelligence, napakahirap talaga. Almost impossible to distinguish it from the original video or yung source.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you are competent enough doon ginagamit yung forensic tools o forensics tools at yung inyong yung competence mo through your training, no?
And experience, Your Honor.
And
Yeah,
experience.
kailangan kayo wag mong kalimutan yun. And experience, Your Honor.
Sabi mo nga, you've been with the NBI since 2021, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
And since then, you have appeared in some 20,
At least 30, Your Honor.
30,
Yes, Your
30 court hearings.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Senator Judge Lacson. Senator Judge Cayetano, what is your pleasure?
Just a clarification addressed to the presiding officer.
You may proceed, sir.
Apologies, I don't remember if it was one of the counsels or one of the senator judges who asked the witness a while ago whether he was an expert witness, and he said he was a competent witness.
That is correct.
And there's a
The
difference
presiding
between an
officer
expert
confirms that.
witness. So he's not an expert witness. He's an competent witness.
That is correct, Your Honor.
So that will have bearing because whether or not an AI video can be produced without an AI has to be testified by an expert witness.
If I may,
Wait, yeah, go ahead. That doesn't mean, I don't think you'll disagree with my second statement. That doesn't mean that this witness is not competent to testify on that. Second point, I just like to clarify for the record, my understanding of watching the video is that it was on StreamYard, then a link was shared sa Facebook.
Yes, Your Honor.
So if that's the case, Mr. Presiding Officer, the original video is with StreamYard, not with Facebook, or are both original?
It's Zoom, Your Honor.
Zoom?
Yes, Your Honor.
I was informed StreamYard, but just for the record, so that later on when we review
Naku, yari.
everything,
Nawawala yung pagka-expert nitong si Boy.
someone testified to it.
Duly noted.
Yeah, thank you.
Duly noted and entered into records. Mr. Vinluan, you have your 4 minutes and 26 seconds, but we cannot use the seconds in our timer, so just look at the clock, sir, please.
Your Honor, please.
Before we... Yes, Mr. Kalilong, you are excused, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And thank you for your time and cooperation with this impeachment court.
Thank you so
Thank you, Your
much,
Honor.
NBI Senior Agent John Mark Calilong. Thank you so much.
Hold on, Mr. Kalilong. Yes, Senator Judge Padilla. What is your pleasure, sir?
Ginoong tagapamahala ng hukumang ito, nais ko lamang po sana hingin ang mga credentials ng ating saksi kung paano po lahat ng kanyang certification, lahat, upang mapatunayan po natin lahat na
To it earlier, but kindly respond to the question of Senator Judge Padilla, Mr. Witness.
I have here, sir, my certifications during the time of my investigation, Your Honor.
Can you, mahaba ba?
I can read, Your Honor.
Mahaba ba? Hindi.
ibigay na lang po siguro sa
Kindly
atin.
just submit it to us. Yes, please.
Opo,
Yes,
submit na lang po.
Thank you, Your Honor.
If that is okay with Senator Judge Padilla. Thank you, sir. Mr. Kalilong, you are excused, sir, and thank you for your time and cooperation with the impeachment court.
Thank you, Your Honor.
The presiding officer will just wait for the witness to leave the premises before recognizing Attorney Binon. Okay, Attorney Binon, you have 4 minutes and 26 seconds. You may proceed, sir. Thereafter, we will call for a 15-minute break.
In the discourse yesterday, talking about VP Sara's statements during the
Nako, iba
November...
na to. Attorney Vinluan na to. Hindi na si Attorney CJ Narvasa. Pero yun, Narvasa. Parang may bigat. Attorney CJ Narvasa, di ba? Klase ito, Vinluan na to, Vinluan.
November 23, 2024 press con, Senator Judge Risa Ontiveros stated, and I quote, "None of these statements are proof that the Vice President actually contracted an assassin or hired one. She is absolutely right." She then asked the question, why are these acts impeachable? To this question, the prosecution responded, "We understand that these statements may not actually 100% prove that she in fact contracted an assassin. End of quote. Hence, the prosecution admitted that the video does not prove any fact other than its existence. In simple words, there is no proof of any contracting of an assassin. The prosecution's admission before this honorable court made the respondent's position clear. The prosecution has no other competent evidence to prove that VP Sara contracted an assassin. Ang testimonya ni Kalilong, gaya ng iba pang ebidensya kuno ng prosecution, ay hindi sapat para patunayan ang paratang na ito. Trying to prove this stretched narrative using a hodgepodge of materials is a waste of this honorable court's time and the Filipino people's money. Si VP Sara na mismo ang nagsabi na hindi assassin ang kinausap niya. This term only came from people who took her statements out of their proper context and tried to exaggerate them for what they really meant. The truth of the matter is this: she and her family were threatened. And while her response was unconventional, it was justified. What triggered her response was a question about Operation Romanov, which is the plot to eliminate VP Sara and her entire family. The NBI's own records prove this. In the minutes of the meeting of Dempsey Reyes' interview, he said, and I quote, "May press con kasi earlier than that, sabi niya, parang hindi lang niya gusto daw, sabi lang niya gusto daw siyang patayin daw, according to her, ni Speaker. That was during a press conference the day before, November 2022. End of quote. During the virtual press con, Princess Maui mentioned Operation Romanov again and even warned her about her safety. Reyes talked about it, Princess Maui reiterated it, but the NBI gaslighted it. When VP Sara uttered those words, she was not responding as Sara Duterte, the Vice President, but Sara Duterte, the wife, mother, daughter, and sister, who only sought to protect her own and her family members' lives. Operation Romanov is in place, and the threat against their lives is real. VP Sara became the target of unauthorized intelligence and surveillance operations by government operatives that exposed her family to high-level risks and security threats, thereby causing intense trauma and uncontrollable fear. Her homes in Davao and Manila were profiled, and this is proven by classified casing reports. Her trusted security personnel were removed. Her schedule of official functions, like the one in Naga, was leaked by intelligence agents, and her security was heavily compromised. In sum, the prosecution was right in using the term culmination. But the prosecution's interpretation is wrong. Rather, when VP Sara left the administration, she suffered various forms of threats and harassment for many months from the powers that be, and the culmination was her statement on that fateful early morning in November 2024. She didn't commit an impeachable offense. She drew the line in the sand and said, enough is enough. That is the meaning, and that is the context. Finally, as to the alleged grave threats and inciting to sedition, these are defined by the revised penal code and are punishable by prisión correccional. Thus, these fall under the jurisdiction of the MTC or first-level courts. These charges are not other high crimes as contemplated by the Constitution as grounds for impeachment and are therefore not impeachable. After all, VP Sara was fighting two
Ba't malungkot to mga to? Ayaw nyo ba naririnig nyo? Pakishare ho ng video na to. Pakishare ho ng video na to.
important battles that day.
1 point tayo sa defense. 4 points para sa defense.
One against the threat to her family's life, and another against the life of the ordinary Filipino, constantly suffocated by the immense weight of corruption, which she talked about during the press con. She never incited sedition. She merely echoed the voice of ordinary Filipinos. Her message that day only reflected what was already in their hearts and minds. There was no betrayal of public trust. She actually upheld the people's trust as she spoke for and behalf of the people. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Attorney Vidluan. Chair declares a 50th. Senator Judge Bam Aquino, before we declare a recess.
Yes, just a quick manifestation, Mr.
You
President.
may proceed, sir.
Tapos na po tayo sa unang witness. It's taken us maybe a total of 9 hours for the first witness. Ito ho, isang pakiusap sa parehong grupo. Alam ko po may kanya-kanya tayong estilo, may kanya-kanya tayong strategy. But if possible, can we allow the testimonies to be heard? Can we have proceedings that will go straight to the point? Kasi po nanonood ang taong bayan, pati po kaming mga senator judge. Gusto rin ho naming makita itong mga proceedings, yung mga ebidensya na mas madali ring maintindihan. So ito naman po, di ho namin pwede itong idikta sa inyo. But if possible, the succeeding witnesses, and we have a long list, this goes for both parties by the way, let's have proceedings where we can go straight to the point, malaman natin yung puntos ng bawat grupo para makapagdesisyon rin po tayo ng maayos. Ito po this is a plea, no? This is not an order to both parties, but if we can, this is the People's Tribunal, we're watching, everybody's watching, sana po, payagan natin na lumabas yung mga katotohanan, lumabas yung mga ebidensya upang maging mas madali at mas kaaya-aya po yung ating proceedings. Yun lang po, Mr. President.
Thank you so much.
Noted and entered into the record. Chair would like to give Senator Bam, bibigyan ko ng konting pag-asa sa Senator Bam. Usually, ang mga paglilitis tulad nito, parang diesel yan. Sa simula, siyempre dahil una pa lamang, nagkakasanayan, nagkakaestimahan, pero bibilis at bibilis ito sa pagdaloy din ng ilang araw lang ng trial natin. And you will be able to see that the next couple of days. Chair declares a
Magaling talaga tong siya.
15-minute recess. We
Your
all
Honor,
come
please.
back.
Your Honor,
Yes,
please.
counsel for the prosecutor.
Before the declaration of recess, I suppose that the reason is for the presentation of the next witness for
Yes.
the prosecution. We manifest, Your Honor, that John Mark Calilong will be our witness for this afternoon. We'll be presenting the next witness during the next hearing on Monday, Your Honor, please.
You won't present Attorney Lotok anymore?
Yes,
today?
Your Honor. On Monday, Your Honor, please. We will utilize the 11 days allotted to Article 4 for the prosecution, Your Honor, please.
So, no Attorney Lotok today?
Today, we'll do that on Monday, Your Honor, please.
So, Chair would like to...
Maaga pa eh. Ba yan?
I guess there's no need to declare a recess.
Ba't lagi kang sumisigaw? Napapasigaw ako kasi pangit nila. Yung mga taga-prosecution, mga perwisyo sa buhay natin yan.
Yes, Your
Senator
Honor, please.
Judge Lacson, thank you for that manifestation. Yes, counsel for the respondent.
Your
What
Honor,
do you want
maybe
to say?
just clarified if Attorney Lotok is the witness on Monday because they had already disclosed the witness.
I was about to ask that question.
Yes, Your Honor. Attorney Jeremy Lotok will be presented
On
by the
Monday?
prosecution on Monday, Your Honor, please.
Likewise, can you name us? You manifested that you will also be presenting next week or requesting a subpoena to yes, to Attorney Lopez and Attorney Director Matibag.
That would be Captain Belinda Bello, Your Honor, please, and NBI Director
Matibag.
and then
Lotok first.
Lotok, Your Honor, please, and then
Matibag.
Matibag.
and then we'll disclose on Bello, Your Honor, please. Captain
Sergeant at Arms.
Belinda Bello of the House of Representatives, Your Honor, please.
So those two witnesses.
Yes, Your Honor.
We have 3 days, counsel.
No. Wait.
Name me one more.
Okay, that would be NBI Director Matibag, Your Honor, please.
Given the manifestation of the counsel for the prosecutor, chair hereby orders the issuance of subpoena once again to Attorney Lotok for the trial dates on July 13, 14, and 15, as well as for Attorney Melvin Matibag. No need for a subpoena for Ms. Bella?
Your Honor,
Before I recognize counsel for respondent, no need for a subpoena?
There's no need for subpoena, Your Honor, please.
You did not request for a subpoena, counsel.
Yes, Your Honor.
So no need.
No need, Your Honor.
You will produce, can you state the name again for the record, counsel? Can you state the name of the witness again for the record?
Your Honor, the first witness will be Captain Belinda Bello. That would be Attorney Jeremy Silo.
Ang gulo. Ayun na nga mga kababayan, dahil yarin lamang tapos na sila, wala na ho siguro dahilan para paghintayin pa natin itong mga sinto-sinto na to sa prosecution. As always, maraming salamat po sa pag-support sa Page Update. Mag-ingat ho kayong lahat. Huwag ho kayo magpabudol. Mahal natin ang Pilipinas.